Hello Taurus, let's dive in and see how this new moon in Pisces happening on the 27th of February, how it's going to impact you guys. All right, let's see what's going on. For my gorgeous Taurians out there, let's get two of these. For this new moon, how is it going to impact Taurus? What do they need to be mindful of at this time? Oh, thank you. Perfect. We got two cards. You have the Sun. All right, they're calling you to bring in positivity and abundance, and a 10 of rings, which is the 10 of pentacles. My goodness, Taurus, which is all about abundance. But in this case, it's saying accumulation. What's that saying? Culmination and satisfaction, right? So focusing on your long-term goals is definitely something you guys are working on. And with the Sun here, long-term happiness too. This is a really amazing card. It's the best card in the decks because it speaks all about happiness, joy, and just feeling those feelings of ecstasy. So that's something you're working on, all right, at this time, and maybe even obtaining. So it does look like some good news coming through in terms of your long-term stable goals. Could be financial, could be about your resources and your home life, for example, whatever makes you feel stable, your family even as well. But it's just a lot of happiness coming through, right? Remember, new moons are all about new beginnings, a fresh start, right? It's a chance to do so anyways by using the energies. So let's see how you can use the energies going on around you for your benefit at this time. And this is positivity and abundance. So love that. Both of these really represent the same thing. Anyway, let's see a card out, please. What is something that Taurus needs to focus on around this new moon? For the lovely Taurians out there, one card out. Thank you. That's two, but we'll see. Uncovering confidence and transforming tragedy. That's interesting. So you have two kind of affirmations or mantras here. For uncovering confidence, it says, I'm the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe, right? There is a reason why you're here. And then you also have for transforming tragedy, some of you could be grieving something at this time. It says, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. All right, so whatever you're feeling heartbroken about kind of reminds me of the Three of Swords. That's what you're being reminded, all right? Even if it's just certain endings in your life or closed doors, whatever it is, that feels like a bit of a tragedy or something that's getting you in your feelings. That is your mantra. All right, but let's dive in a little bit more. Let's put them like that. Let's get you one of these out for you. For Taurus, how is this new moon going to impact them? Or what is the energy to take advantage of at this time? Leap, which is the Fool card, right? You go first, the universe will catch you. Interesting. So I wonder if you're getting ready to start a journey towards that long-term success and abundance, maybe increasing your finances. You're being called to come outside your comfort zone there. Let's get you some angel guidance. What is something the angels have to say for Taurus here? New beginnings. All right. Well, there we go. And we also have one of these before we dive into the tarot. For Taurus, please, for this new moon in Pisces, move on, which is interesting because we do have it about that tragedy, that Three of Swords. So whether that's separation or again a closed door, whatever it is, clearly feels like an ending of some kind. You're being called to not focus too much on that, grieve it, whatever, go through those feelings, of course. It's very important. That will help you to move forward. But most importantly, it's about not trying to bring something back to life again, or not trying to slam into that door. If it's shut, it's shut. Let's try to find something else. All right. Stop wasting your energy. It's time to let go. You deserve better, right? So all of this is saying there's so much goodness in your future. Go after it, right? Leap. The universe will catch you. Let's dive into your tarot then. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you guys. I keep saying this week. If I do say that, I'm sorry. I'm just in a really, I'm in a habit. I've been saying it for the last 5 years. So for this new moon, right? One card out, please, for Taurus. For the energy of this new moon, the King of Swords, being clear, being direct, and being a bit more logical. It makes sense here that maybe at this time, because of your, whatever this broken heart is, whatever these difficult feelings are, that it's kind of taking a lot of your time and energy almost, which is normal. Again, process it. Don't run away from it because it's always going to come up, right? It's like sweeping something under the rug. Well, eventually we're going to have to deal with that. So the King of Swords coming through, I do feel like the energy is calling for you to be a bit more logical in your approach. It might be able to help you, especially with that 10 of Swords. It could be a really good time to place those boundaries, to even place that boundary with yourself, to remind yourself the truth of the matter, that there is something better out there for you. All right, something is over, done with. Maybe it's a good time to be clear on how you, I almost feel like maybe addressing your emotions from not a logical way, but from a clear way might be helpful, because when you're going through feelings, it feels like the whole world is ending, right? And all those feelings can be intense, especially around endings. However, the King of Swords is almost like a nice reminder at this time that it's time to move forward, right? It can be hard to deal with this kind of truth. Aries also had a bit of like a hard truth coming through, and I feel like you are too, but it's okay, because it's just kind of pushing you forward, okay? Something has come to an end, but that means that something is about to begin. And as these cards are saying, this is beautiful. Your angels here are saying it's a new beginning, right? It's time to move on. The universe is going to catch you. All right, let's see. What is going on in terms of the energy of Taurus at this time? The Lovers, okay? This could be around love, but you're really being called to focus on your choices, because that is what the Lovers is, and really, okay? Making choices that are aligned to you, being very cautious. The Lovers is a major arcana card, right? So it's not just a little choice, it's a big choice. It's impacting your life kind of choices. So with the Lovers being here in your energy, it's really a really good time to kind of be in a position where you're like, okay, you're being more conscious about your decision making ultimately, okay, making sure that what you're choosing is in alignment to, again, the new beginnings, the positivity and abundance, and the satisfaction that is all here in your reading. All right, so that's important for you guys. The next thing I want to say here is, I mean, this could also be about relationships. That might be the case here. Maybe a relationship has come to an end, and this new moon is really inviting you to understand that there is a divine partner out there for you. All right, the Lovers is saying that there is an angel here that is ready to kind of bring somebody new into your world. So it's time to move on away from maybe the karmic situations with people, and time to step into what you're deserving of, which is a beautiful divine connection. All right, that's for some of you out there. Let's get you out what potential blockage could be at this time. What could be blocking you around this new moon? For Taurus, please. That Five of Swords, a conflict. Now, when that happens here, yeah, that could be really hard. Six of Cups, again, just reminding us that this is about something of the past, right? It's a memory that you're probably having, or if somebody's coming up here. The Five of Swords is a little bit of like unfinished business. It's a conflict where you felt defeated. So you feel maybe, I don't know, I'm just speaking to somebody out there, but it just feels like maybe you're kind of like really ruminating on it, because there is resentment here. When this card comes in, there is a feeling of defeat, right? Somebody may have hurt you, maybe done something or said something that really was untrue or really hurtful, whatever it is. Five of Swords is difficult, right? But this is blocking you, right? Holding on to this conflict or this resentment is blocking you. So in whatever way you need to kind of help yourself with this energy. Five of Swords is different for everybody. Sometimes journaling or writing down your feelings can really help, and then looking at it again in a different perspective, so you can kind of help counteract those feelings or pull yourself out of those feelings. Especially with that King of Swords being there as this energy, like I said, some important truths or logic might help you through these certain feelings. But yeah, what's blocking you is that you feel defeated, and I guess a part of you may want to fight for something or someone, and again, you're really being called to move on. Your energy is going round and round in something, and it's not going to help you out, all right, as you've probably been able to see anyway. All right, let's see, what is the advice that you have then for Taurus around this new moon? So the Page of Cups came through, which is really, again, interestingly about your heart space, but let me just go pick that up very quickly. All right, so your advice, Page of Cups, in a way it is about kind of following your heart or processing it at least. With the Page of Cups, it's kind of like immature feelings and emotions, which is fine. But as I said before, your feelings can be very overwhelming at times, especially depending on what you're going through. So I want you to process that, but don't lead from that, right? The Page is not a leader, the King is. They want you to lead with logic, but don't neglect that part of yourself, your inner child or whatever, that needs the attention. Because if we know children, they'll throw tantrums. There's a part of yourself that might, really want to throw a tantrum here. And that's okay. We're all human, all right? But your advice, Page of Cups, process those feelings, understand where are they coming from, so that you can kind of understand them enough to move forward. But I'm going to clarify that for you. Why is the Page of Cups the advice? What is the advice around this? Six of Cups, my goodness. In a way, I will say that this Six of Cups again is about the past here. So again, some of you do need to kind of process those feelings that are still nagging at you, right? Because that might help you again to move on, but not to do it from a sense of this conflict. What would you say? You know, how would you argue back with them? I think it's more about understanding the feelings behind it. And it just kind of reminds me of that saying where it's like anger is just sadness in disguise, right? It's just a defense mechanism that we have to be angry, but really what's going on is a feeling of hurt. And I will say that they want you to process that feeling that you have, to look at it for what it is, because it might come as a surprise to you. Page of Cups is a surprise, and I feel like maybe it's a good time to cry it out. Maybe it's a good time to allow yourself to do that if that helps you to move on, right? We're not wanting to dive into it. We're not wanting to resurface it. We're wanting to deal with it so we can leave it behind, because it's a new moon. And again, it's interesting because it feels more like a full moon. It feels like you're having to release in order to move forward. But I just want to remind you of the uncovering confidence card as well. And I wonder if you're not having the confidence to move on. Maybe you feel like you can't get better if it's a job or again a relationship, but this kind of is a nice little reminder that you're the missing puzzle piece that you're probably looking for. Okay, and it says, I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. So in terms of uncovering confidence, I wonder if that's just really reminding you that you can have the things that you're desiring here, and you have a place here in this universe, and use that place. I feel like that's base chakra energy, which is your identity and your right to be here. You might be struggling with that. So anyway, processing it is going to be important. Just remember what I said. You have the Sun and the 10 of Pentacles. That long-term goal that you have for yourself, you can achieve. All right. It's just time for a new beginning in order to have that, because this is blocking you. All right, my angels. So that's what I have for you. Let me know how this new moon is impacting you, and if you enjoyed the reading, of course. But I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.